Sorry,
Did we die?
I was gonna see how long I could sit in complete silence before you said anything. Sorry. Anyway, welcome back to the Wattpad book club. My name is Phoenix, and I got Lego with me. Hi, Lego.
I thought our internet went out.
No. What, on your end?
Yeah, or your end. I was like, God, why didn't they say, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, sorry.
Or whatever they say.
I was being a silly little guy for a second.
Oh.
I was just doing it out of curiosity, like, what if I did the countdown and pressed the start button and didn't say anything? Like, how long would it take for Lego to, like, be concerned?
2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently, no, it was like 10 seconds, you're like, is everything okay? Anyway, yeah, I got Lego here. We're gonna read more fan fiction because I'm depressed now because we finished the Vox reader, and so Lego decided to show me some more Wolfren stuff.
Yeah, we've had a tough week here, so
yeah, we couldn't find the.
We're now gonna read fan fiction about 2 intergalactic lesbians.
Thank God. Yeah, get all the straight ships out of here. We need lesbians right now. Happy Pride Month, even though this was gonna be up to, like, end of July.
I think the only thing I've read is lesbians.
Of course you have.
Other than the Vox reader.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that's the only other thing that I haven't read that isn't lesbian.
I feel like we've read more stuff that isn't just lesbians. Are you good? Now I gotta, like, think back to everything. Like, what?
Oh, Alistair X Emily.
Oh yeah, that was straight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was. God, now I gotta look back.
We've officially gaslighted ourselves so much to thinking that we've just read a bunch of lesbian books.
I mean, that's basically,
we read
what we read.
We read Haley.
Oh, we had Velvet.
Velvet.
I mean, Carmilla X male reader.
Yeah, that was a straight thing. Dude, we're so straight.
Yeah.
Me as the agendered, demisexual person. Yeah, I'm so straight. I'm so cis and straight.
Yeah.
Alright, the first thing I saw was, when I pulled up the book, was contains spoilers for the Ahsoka show, so, sorry to anyone that hasn't watched it.
Thank you, Sherlock.
Yeah, including me. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just stating it.
Listen, 2 weeks ago, I told you you need to watch it. You could have binged the whole show in a day.
Sorry, I was watching BL, I'm sorry. It happens.
What's BL?
Boys Love.
BLT?
I was watching Yaoi, I'm sorry. we all have our guilty pleasures. You like lesbians, and I like these. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
Take a drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do before I spit everywhere again.
Yeah, before I start talking about Morgan. Okay,
I'm good.
In my defense, I can't see you, so I don't know when you're taking a sip.
Alright, we should actually buy a face cam.
Yeah,
a good one,
so
we can do face cam book club episodes.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, we read like a Vox reader, and you subtly see me like tuck my hair behind my ear and like rub my hands together like a damn mantis as I get excited, like a super evil villain.
No, all you see me in is my pajamas and my grandma shawl.
Oh yeah, and then they can see my degenerate bed with like 100 plushies on it.
Oh, you'll see my guilty collection of Legos.
Yeah, I already know. You got the Falcon in the background.
I literally just finished that, actually.
You got the Death Star.
Yep, got that too.
God, I know how to fucking
Look, I need to send you pictures. I'll send you pictures after the recording.
Yeah.
It's so cool. This whole room. I'll take pictures of everything.
Yeah, and speaking of Star Wars, we should read the description of this book.
Oh my god, I should have grabbed the minifigures so I could have them over here.
You fucking reenacts shit from the book.
Yeah.
Fuck, how do you pronounce this? Shinbean forever?
Yeah, Shinbean.
Okay. Shinbean. Alright, it contains spoilers for the Sudoku. Ahsoka show. In the years since Ezra's disappearance, Seppi has learned how to move on, or tried to. That was until someone else had caught her eye. Someone who has changed her life in ways she hasn't quite been expecting. Kind of half spin-off of whatever forever if they never got engaged. Plus cover a quote written by starry writer question mark. Sudoku show. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch the Sudoku show.
Yeah, go do that.
Alright, let me get my coin. Do you want to be
Oh my god, there's a straight couple in this show, a straight ship in this book.
How did you know?
By the tag.
Oh, you fucking read that?
Yeah, I read off the tags.
Yeah. At least you do. I don't know how to read.
Now, what am I supposed to make sure there's no spicy in here?
Yeah, I should... Oh, fuck. My brain shut off!
You can't even talk.
No, I can't. It's been a long day. The most exciting thing I've done today was take a shower. Get all this fucking buttercream off me.
Buttercream? Why is there buttercream on you?
I was working at a
Did the bag explode?
Dude, I was so sad. I worked on a bunch of quarter sheets and went and like rolled them into the freezer to put them away, and fucking 3 of them fell off upside down, and I fucking destroyed the cake, and I almost started crying.
Oh my god.
I was like, I'm in so much pain right now. I'm so tired. And then I just see like the nice roses that I just did on the cake just fucking smash, and just dejectedly I put them back in the box and put them on the shelf. Like in the back freezer. I'm like, someone else could do that shit. I'm not doing it.
So would you recommend taking that job?
No, yeah, I do. I was the fucking idiot that I like dragged it behind me instead of being behind it.
Uh-huh.
That's so dumb, man.
No one's gonna crash out.
Yeah, I almost crashed down the fucking freezer.
Yeah, at least you did like. At least nobody came in there and just saw a frozen phoenix.
Yeah, me fucking in the corner crying. The tears have frozen on my face. Oh yeah, wait, do you want me to tails to go first?
Oh, I forgot that we needed to read.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see here. I like head.
Alright, but... Alright. It's heads. Good for you, man. No, be who you are. For your pride.
God, I need to start wording words better.
You do. Worse than me.
Uneasy landings. No landing's ever easy. The past 10 years has been a roller coaster. The fall of the Empire, the rise of the New Republic, being hailed as a commander, as a hero, while mourning someone that perhaps didn't care for her in the same way she had cared for him. Once upon a time, Sabine and Ezra had been close, very close. Although they were both still teenagers, their relationship progressed in such a way that she truly believed they'd have a future together. Until tragedy struck when Ezra went missing in his quest to stop Grand Admiral Thrawn. He left a message for Sabine, a message to apologize for leaving, while telling her that, in a way, she was practically a sister to him. It was constant punches to her face, which left her confused, saddened, and most of all, angry. Anger that she'd harbored for 10 years, just banking on that distant chances of fleeting hopes that someday she'd see him again, even if she knew that their reunion wouldn't end in them being together. And she would be okay with that. They were best friends, and they always had been. It's just that they would only be best friends. Maybe by now, she could live with that. God, I'm already struggling to talk. And I'm just starting. Which brought her to the past several months. It hadn't been easy. With tracking Thrawn alongside Ahsoka to being stabbed by a woman who utilized the Force in darker ways. The Sith hadn't always seemed to stop even when the Empire fell. They always rose out of the ash and fire, and someone had to keep them in check. Which is why Sabine currently had her Shin Hati under arrest for treason against the New Republic. She was still pretty peeved at her for causing such a serious injury, but that wasn't her main priority at the moment. Her priority was to get them both safely to the capital to tell them whatever she knew about the Grand Admiral. You know, I'm reading this, I'm trying to figure out, did I read this in like a past life? It feels like I have. Shin stood quietly on the transport for a while, hands bound with metal cuffs in hopes that she wouldn't attempt to draw a weapon or use the Force in her favor against Sabine. After all, she had injured the other woman pretty badly in one of their last encounters. That's probably why she felt some pity in her soul to come along with the former rebel. Not to mention, she may have been able to report back any of her newfound information during this trip about the New Republic to Morgan and Balin. But if she truly didn't want to be here, she could have fought her way out of this. She knew she couldn't get out of... She knew she could get herself out of any situation she needed to once arriving at the base for interrogation. How badly could this go? Pretty bad, I would imagine. Since the silence was beginning to truly dawn on the dark side user, she eventually turned her head in Sabine's direction in quite a calculated way. How much longer? I'm getting tired of this travel. She said in a way that seemed a lot more soft-spoken than anyone would have ever expected from her. She didn't look like the type to own this gentle, monotoned, and accented voice that I could not accent. Sabine had pretty much decided to ignore the other woman, knowing she would be far too snarky in any conversation with her, especially because of how badly she'd injured her. She was still holding a grudge against her for it. She flipped some more switches on the transport ship, not bothering to look back in her direction, but caring enough to at least respond. You're not very patient. You never survive a day with Ahsoka, she said plainly. It isn't that much further. You'll be fine. That was in fact the case, although as she said this, the transport rocked slightly as if something were amiss, causing Sabine to snap her focus back to flying, immediately tightening her grip on the controls. Just don't bother me right now. Hold on. I can be patient when I'd like to. Being a captive is not a time when I'd like to. Shin almost muttered to herself before she more intensely peeked over Sabine's way. It doesn't look like your ship is doing what it's supposed to do. It doesn't feel quite like it either. She seemed to sound ever so slightly nervous, even if her expression was fighting to stay as neutral as always. It's a little turbulence worrying you? Funny how it didn't seem to worry you when you were trying to shoot me out of the sky before. Sabine muttered back before swearing under her breath as she had felt the ship get hit, likely with a passing asteroid that she hadn't accounted for. It seemed to happen so quickly as the emergency alarm started going off and the engine began to fail. And she quickly grabbed Shin's arm to pull her down into the seat beside her. If only she could try her best to brace them for the crash that was about to happen. Hold on, we're hit. It was all she could get out as the ship spiraled into orbit of the nearest planet, which they promptly crashed into despite Sabine's best efforts. I didn't purposely shoot at just you. I was trying to shoot your Jedi friend from the sky as well. Mostly her. Shin felt the need to correct before she was dragged into the co-pilot's seat, in where she looked slightly more concerned than before. This isn't good. Not at all. She yelled out she yelled out, bracing herself before the ship hit the ground. There we go.
Sorry.
As the impact... Sorry.
No, it's just funny imagining like this ship just got like hit and they're crashing at like 100 miles an hour and just seeing this is no good. This isn't good. Just so nonchalant about it. This isn't good, not at all. As they're fucking barreling towards a fucking a planet.
Yeah, I'm not very good at conveying emotion.
Yeah, they really hit the pose with like, this isn't good.
It blows up.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Not what I expected.
As the impact is made, Shin felt the metal handcuffs she was wearing break apart and she slammed against the front console directly placed in front of the chair she resided in.
Weak ass fucking... weak ass cuffs.
The force of it all also caused major injuries all over, with a more serious cut from the sharp edge felt on the left side of Shin's ribcage.
Great.
This is going swimmingly. Is this your first rodeo as a prisoner? Great. She was stuck with a member of the New Republic, and she was injured. By the time they had, crashed on the planet, Sabine tried to get her priorities straight pretty quickly. The first being she wanted to access her situation. Assess her situation. You know, we're gonna replace access with assess. No, access. Now she's going to assess her situation with being stranded and having a prisoner on board, which clearly didn't look like it was going well when she realized her wrists were no longer bound. But beyond that, she was clearly injured, evident by the blood that was soaking through her tunic. I don't think this is going pretty well.
That is not good.
That is not good.
According to plan.
Says calmly. She glanced down at the broken console, knowing that sending a distress signal was pretty much out of the question at that moment, which meant it was just the two of them. You're hurt, she said as if it wasn't obvious, unbuckling herself from the seat and ignoring any mild injuries she herself had sustained as she took the other woman's arm. Come on, you'll bleed out like that. I would know since my injury was similar. She took a second to remove all the crumpling metal from around her wrists, not wanting it there since it was already discomforting enough after such an impact. After looking at Sabine when her arm had been taken into a hold once again, she looked at all the blood beginning to stain the tunic. I suppose it's karma for what I did to you. But there's no medical staff out here. I don't think you and some colto patches would do much, Ren. Don't underestimate me. I can do a lot. She shook her head, leading her back to the back of the transport. Well, part of it was still mostly intact anyway, having her sit back against the wall as she dug around for what medical supplies she had. You're right, this is karma. That would be a shame to let you die. I may have survived, so you'll survive too. Shin sat very gratefully. That is a tough thing to say, for no reason. Try to say that 5 times fast.
I can't even say it once.
Even if she wouldn't dare let herself express that to Sabine. She couldn't deny that she was hurt, and that she was scared. That feeling of her blood leaving her body was frightening. Oh yes, because I have to survive to tell your new republic about all about the Grand Admiral. Shin shot out in a snarky tone. Would you rather die in the back of a broken ship, or would you rather help some people out, save some lives? She raised an eyebrow, reaching over to gently remove her tunic, just enough to start tending to the wound. I know you don't care, but some of us don't want others to suffer. That's why I'm even helping you. The second Sabine began to clean the wound, Shin felt a strong sting, enough to cause her to hiss her teeth for a moment. I don't know why you care. It's not like this galaxy has ever done anything for you. Why would you do so much for it? Sabine backed off just a bit, sympathetic enough to go a bit gentler with cleaning the wound as she glanced up at her. You don't know that. You don't know anything about me. The galaxy is home to a lot of people I care for. Taking care of the galaxy is one way I take care of them. Shin had been looking off to the side, having no interest in seeing how severe her wound had been in its freshest state. It's not your responsibility to take care of everyone. In life, it's best to take care of yourself and anyone immediate you care for. She shrugged. But maybe I am the one who has this all wrong. Who knows? Maybe you are. Sabine stated, very matter of fact, gently applying some back-to patches to help aid in the healing before bandaging up her cut. You're bleeding out the back of the ship, and I'm helping you because it's the right thing to do, not because it's my responsibility. Maybe someday you can understand that. She sighed, pulling away once her wound was taken care of. It'll be okay until we get help. Just take it easy.
Beautiful, fantastic, gorgeous. What planet are they
Oh my god,
on?
they're writers writing them with their girlfriend.
Okay, that's cute. I'm upvoting. There we go. Kudos to you! Even though Kudos does not exist on Wattpad. Alright, what's this one called? Partnership. Okay, oh my god, they're gonna start dating already? Let's go.
Oh my god, yay! This is already going better than the first book we read.
Well,
they didn't even kiss.
Well,
they didn't even date in the first book.
Yeah, you're right.
They just...
They hung out.
Sat there.
Yeah. That was in between episodes, right? That's how it was written?
Yeah, the first book. This one
is cooler.
Seems to be set at least after episode 3, I want to say.
Alright, if you say so, I don't know.
Yeah, because she was trying to shoot Ahsoka off of the ship, which happened in episode 3, because episode 4 was the best.
I know like you're very knowledgeable about this, but it would be really easy for you to lie to me about all this shit.
Oh yeah, this is set during the Phantom Menace, when Obi-Wan killed Rey.
Oh my god, that happened?
Yes,
Crazy.
totally.
God, what did they do about that?
Jar Jar Binks turned from the dark side to the light side and
Wait, he was in the dark side?
killed Yoda.
Wait, Jar Jar Binks was in the dark side this whole time? That's crazy!
Yep, that all happened in episode 26. Star Wars, The Only Hope We Have Left.
You know, I could see Disney releasing a movie like that. This is Star Wars, the last hope we have.
The last hope we have to make money off of this show.
I was about to say, like, yeah, our last hope that we're gonna make bank. I think in the old days.
That's basically all they've been doing with these shows, is trying to make as much money as they can.
Yeah.
Except Andor was peak.
Is that the one where the guy got arrested and sent to, like, some kind of, like, prison where it was, like, really, like, high security?
No, it wasn't even high security. They just, had the floors electrocute anyone who stepped on them at night.
Yeah.
And if they did anything bad. To build... You know, I should shut up before I spoil that whole episode.
No, I know what happened during it. I watched them review it. And, like, some guy was, like, the main warden, like, one of the prisoners was, like, the main warden to keep everyone else in check, because he believed in the system of, how you get out, until, like, some old man just, like, died, and then he finally, like, turned his way of thinking around, and told him, like,
oh my god,
all the stuff that happened.
I'm gonna cry, this is so beautiful.
Yeah. I watched Drew Gooden review it. Because he was talking shit about every, like, Star Wars show except for that one. He said that one was peak and awesome. But also, that was a little bit of it years ago, so there might be better Star Wars shows now.
No, this is the best Star Wars show that you need to watch. You don't even need to know what's going on in Star Wars to watch this show.
That's kind of funny to say. You don't need to know anything about Star Wars. Just watch the show.
Yeah, literally. It has nothing to do with the Force.
It's kind of crazy to make a Star Wars show and no Jedi, no references of the Force, nothing like that.
Yeah, only once for like 10 seconds.
How?
But that was just to do a little plot, to move the plot along a little bit.
Yeah, I heard Ahsoka's show was actually bad because she was boring.
I personally liked it because I love Star Wars Rebels and I love all of these characters. But I do see where people are complaining about the show.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but I loved it. But Andor's the best. I highly recommend watching it.
Yeah, we should probably read the fanfiction. So we keep doing this.
Look, you gave a Star Wars nerd permission to nerd.
Yeah. At some point, we just need to get the group together and just, like, I'm gonna press, like, the go live button and we're just gonna talk like it's a podcast for 2 hours. It would probably make bank.
Yeah, you should start a podcast.
Yeah,
what would we call it?
The Nest. Because I'm bird themed.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
That would be really funny if we do that in the next, like, upcoming week, and then this episode comes out, like, at the end of July, of us talking about doing a podcast.
That would just show how behind schedule everything is.
Well, but that's ahead of schedule, everything is, not behind.
I'm sorry, my brain doesn't know past, present, and future.
Yeah, I'm a psychic, that's why I'm really fluent in past, present, and future.
Yeah, I barely passed math, so...
What? What's that have to do with psychic? What's that to do with past, present, and future? Anyway, we're gonna read the fanfiction. We're going into another tangent. Alright, partnership. Alright, please let Morgan show up, please. She crossed her arms almost protectively around herself, feeling too vulnerable around the person who should have been an enemy in any other moment. Even if it wasn't your responsibility, I thank you. She dared to glance at the Mandalorian once again. How long until you think we're found? Sabine gave her a light nod of acknowledgement, forcing herself to turn her attention towards the device, like in Among Us, she always wore on her wrist, messing around with the settings a bit. They'll send out a search when I don't show up, especially when my signal is lost. I'm sure it'll be a day, maybe two. We'll just have to keep ourselves alive until then. Just eat coconut and trees. I think we can manage out here for now. Do we even know where we are? What kind of climates are presented? The kinds of creatures that could even get us? Shouldn't begin to ask, thinking about their survival first and foremost. I don't, which means I guess we'll have to figure it out. Sabine sighed, hesitant for a moment, before offering Shin a hand, as some sort of peace treaty. At least for the time being. Which means for now, we have to get along, if we have a chance of getting out of here. After a moment of silence and hesitation, as I scroll, Shin carefully reaches out and gives Sabine her hand before using the other to carefully push herself up and using the wall to aid her in balancing herself upright on 2 feet yet again, instead of 3 feet.
Yeah, we took away the extra 3rd foot.
Yeah, everyone has a 3rd leg, it happens.
Yeah, it just comes out at some point.
Yeah. I think we pretend that we are no different, just for now. Even as Shin used the wall to pull herself up, Sabine still held her hand for perhaps a moment too long before letting go, immediately turning her attention away from her. We should go, find supplies, see if there isn't a way to fix the communication system. I trust there isn't. That's not behind your skill set. Not at all. I have a wide skill set. I'm goated at everything. I could probably take a look at the communication system. Shouldn't let her gaze.
I feel gay stuff happening.
Sorry, I'm making jokes while there's gay lesbians. Gay lesbians. Shouldn't let her gaze linger on the purple-haired Mandalorian just for a moment too long. But I could follow along if you go out on a supply search. Shook her head. Sabine knew she was more than capable of handling a supply run. It's fine. You shouldn't risk making a wound like yours worse when we don't have a proper doctor. I'm capable of finding supplies. I'm sure the comm system is something you can't mess up too badly. She added the last bit with the slightest bit of amusement, as if she was teasing her former enemy. Gazebo. She was quite sure why she had felt disappointment somewhere inside upon Sabine declining her offer to come along, but she was quickly sidetracked by the tease from the other woman. Right. I won't want my wound to get much worse. It would be a waste of me to die here with no one but you as witness. I can handle communication systems, even if I were asleep. Don't look so disappointed. I'll be back to bother you in no time. Maybe you'll have started the comm system by the time I'm back. Sabine was definitely finding this whole thing amusing, at least for the time being. She grabbed her lightsaber. I forgot there's Jedis. I don't know which one of these fucking bitches was a Jedi.
So Sabine. Okay, neither of them are Jedis technically.
What the fuck
Sabine.
is a lightsaber?
So Sabine is trained by a former Jedi. Sabine's a Mandalorian as well.
Okay.
And she has the Force.
Okay.
Shin is a Dark Force user. She's not a Sith. She just uses the Force in dark ways.
Evil, fucked up Jedi.
She's a mercenary with her master, Balin, which was a former Jedi. Then fall into the dark side, using the Force in dark ways.
Alright, thank you for the crash course. I'm gonna forget it in 10 minutes, but thank you.
No problem, that's what I'm here for. Give useless information.
Disappointed. Oh wait, where was I? Oh, the lightsaber. She grabbed the lightsaber. Hesitant for a moment before clipping it to her belt. For the record, I'm trusting you with this. Don't let me down. Disappointed? One of Shin's eyebrows rose as she turned her head away. She didn't know how Sabine could tell what she felt. I'm not disappointed, but yes, I will start to work on the comms right away. Trust me, I want to get off this planet as much as you. Sabine grabbed her helmet, tucking it under her arm as she headed towards the exit. I'll be back. Good luck with the comm system. And with any luck, well, I'll find us enough supplies. We can get a message to the Republic by morning. She glanced back at her. See you soon. She dipped out the door, leaving the other woman, who she hoped would,
No goodbye kiss?
No goodbye kiss? No goodbye hug?
Not even a goodbye?
I'm still trying to fucking read this word. Subsequently? Subsequently. Leave her mind.
I love how I can read all these big words, but I can't read there.
there, and there.
There, and I'm dead.
Yeah. Shin tried her best to remove any thoughts of Sabina's that were left behind from her head as she slowly made her way back to the front of the ship in order to begin tinkering with the comm system. Shin learned a lot about technology and tinkering when she became entranced by the way ships and droids worked, their mechanisms, the parts they had in common. And lucky for everyone in this situation, droids and ships sometimes have similar comm features, depending on what they had each been built for. Like, I forgot that droids were a thing. I forgot that they were a thing in, like, the first 3 movies, and then they're like, actually, we're just gonna use a bunch of clones of one guy, and then that's gonna be the enemy now. Fuck droids.
Wow, crazy.
Sabine made her way along, gathering supplies to try and keep the two of them going until the comm system was up. She hoped it wouldn't be long until the Republic showed up for them, but she felt the need to be at least prepared for the worst case scenario. By the time she got back, the sun was setting on the seamlessly dissolved planet, the salt, whatever, it's on the planet. As she ducked her head into the ship, looking to see what Shin was doing. Not like she would care beyond her fixing the ship. So, any luck? I think I'm almost there. But some of our parts may have been lost on impact. I need to improvise, but it's getting a bit dark. She closed her eyes and tapped under it in a place of rubbing at it at a tired manner in an attempt to not smudge her makeup all over her face. Sorry. I'm taking a drink. Bro, you're still wearing makeup right now? You gotta wash that shit off.
You gotta look fine.
Yeah, but if you don't take it off before you go to bed, you're gonna have a bunch of acne and it's gross.
Hey, you still gotta be looking good while you're, in space.
Yeah.
Drifting on a planet.
She gotta look fly when she's starving on this planet.
Yeah.
I may have to pick back up tomorrow. Did you have any supplies? Catching the cloth in her hand, Shin found herself holding it for a moment. Her makeup was almost a mask she could wear to feel more protected. To feel less vulnerable to others and make herself appear more intimidating than she truly was. But maybe she could find trust in this Mandalorian she was stuck with. She slowly began to wipe off the eye makeup she always wore. At the end of everything, she didn't want to irritate her eyes by falling asleep with it on. And she could tell she would sleep at some point. I would like some rest. All ships technically have a cabin. Oh, typically. Fuck. A spot for crew. I'm sure this transport does as well. As Sabine noticed her hesitation, she didn't say anything. She simply took her own cloth, using the edges of it to wipe away her own makeup, as she usually would at the end of her day. Yeah, there's a cabin. I'm sure it's probably mostly intact. Most of the damage was in the engines and comms, apparently. Sabine makes a light gesture with her hand that signals for Shin to follow. For a moment, her eyes catch on to the woman's face, now that her makeup was washed away. Like that one movie with the rats, where they would in the sewer and stuff. It's called Washed Away. Oh, no, it's Flushed Away. I ruined the joke. Shin did Shin did let her eyes shift to the other woman's face as she made her way to the cabin, yawning ever so slightly. The New Republic needs to investigate on engines and comms for everyone's safety. She almost let out a soft laugh, glancing back at her. You have opinions on the New Republic? Maybe you could pitch them at our meeting. But you always need extra hands, you know. She opened the door to the bunks, stepping aside so she could follow her. Stepping into the cabin behind her, Shin shrugged her shoulders ever so slightly. I don't think they would let a prisoner pitch to them. Is that what you are? I thought you getting stabbed sort of makes us even. She shrugged in return, sitting on one of the edges of the bunk. I thought you were moving past the whole darkness thing, you know, because I saved your life. Yeah, why don't you stop using the Force in like a bad way and stop being so cringe. Shin sat in the bunk across from Sabine, taking the time to look at her. I didn't know that being saved by someone who was taking me in for questioning would mean I have this massive change of heart instantly. She glanced down at the blood staining her tunic. Besides, once an enemy, always an enemy. No one on your side could ever trust me. I trust you to fix the comms, and not to secretly plot some attack against me. Maybe you couldn't be too quick to judge. You mean stated in a very factual manner. Besides, you didn't even know me. I haven't been with the rebellion all my life. You're right, I don't know you, Shin said as she lay back, needing to do so with the exhaustion she felt. If you haven't always been with the rebellion, where have you been? It's not like we're short on time. She stared up at the ceiling, waiting a response. She mirrored the other woman, laying back on the bed as she thought that through. Was she really going to spill her life, her vulnerabilities to a Sith? Ew.
Ew.
Ew, cringe.
Though I would get with one.
What? Huh? No, I'll let you have that because I didn't hear you. The very person who could easily manipulate her words, and yet, at that moment, it was the right thing to do? Well, she paused for a moment. Shall I start at the beginning? I'm edging you, because we're gonna pick up this in the next time we read this. I'm sorry.
Alright, we just done like 20 minutes, like just yapping.
Yeah, we yapped for like 10 to 15 minutes. This is our fault.
And these chapters are super long.
Yeah, maybe we're the problem.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that, but I'd rather blame it on other stuff.
Yeah, that is not our fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do you think? I like it. I don't know.
I like it.
Of course you like it. I mean, you picked it out.
Yeah. I don't see any Morgan yet.
I hope Morgan shows up.
Yeah, I really hope Morgan shows up as well.
Okay, question. It says these people are named Sabine and I already forgot their names, but they.
Finn.
Yeah. Why is the ship called Wolfren?
Oh god, it was Fuck, hold up. Let me.
You don't even know.
I had it. Why?
Why is this thing a thing?
I know it. I just can't tell you.
You can't tell me it's a secret.
Okay, in North mythology, so Shin's full name is Shin Hati. In Norse mythology, Hati is a wolf who chases over the moon. In the fight between Shin and Sabine in episode 1, Wait, that doesn't. And then Sabine's name is Ren. So Wolfren.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I knew. I just couldn't recall.
Yeah. Well, I believe you. You could have just made that up too, and I would have believed you.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Well, I'm ready. Hold on. Let me pull up the wheel. We'll see what we get in the next one. I hope it's the Vox Extruder. Alright, let me go ahead and spin this because it's gonna spin for a minute.
So, let's see here.
Fox, or the Haley, or the My Alpha Reclaims Me, or my choice, which is gonna just be Vox. But go.
Basically anything, but I want specific things.
Yeah, I want to read more about Stella and being an alpha and being unwanted.
Right. Well, I don't think we're getting that.
Well, it spins for a while.
Oh, right, I forgot.
It could. Wait, do we actually have a Striker X Stella?
Oh, fuck. No, please stop.
No, stop it! Stop it!
Stop! I don't
Oh,
want to
God.
read Toxic Toaster. Please
Why?
stop.
It
I'm
was such a good
begging.
one.
Please. I'm gonna cry if it does.
I think it's stopping on your name, dog.
Oh, thank God.
What are you thinking?
Oh, God. Yeah, I really hate having to choose.
Man, what could ever you pick? I wonder.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about continuing My Alpha Reclaims Me because we haven't read that in like a month.
Yeah, I love doing the voices.
I know, me too. Because it's like so much fun. So let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna do My Alpha Reclaims Me.
For my family because they're being such assholes.
Oh, yeah, because you're weird. You're just so weird.
My parents abused me, and I'm supposed to get married, but the alpha rejected me because he thought I was ugly as fuck.
Because you are.
Damn, that's crazy. What did Stella do to you?
I don't know.
Alright, so what are we reading?
Yeah, we're doing My Alpha Reclaims Me.
Yay! I get to make the worst looking thumbnail ever in the world. And it's mine. Okay, go ahead.
The first episode hasn't came out yet, has it?
Okay, let me check the schedule. The first episode of My Alpha Reclaims Me?
Yeah.
It's been out since the... Oh wait, it hasn't been out yet. Start gaslighting you. It comes out the 26th.
Jeez, it feels like it's taken forever.
Yeah, sorry. Only 2 episodes can come out at a time.
Jeez, how about you replace some of your Let's Plays with more book club?
Actually, that might be a good idea. I'm like barely getting by. But nah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I haven't watched a single Let's Play.
You should. You should watch the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games that I'm doing. It's very poggers.
Are you gonna do a Let's Play of Mario Kart World if you find Switch?
Yeah. I'll probably play it on stream a couple times.
Yeah, well, I'll watch your Let's Plays.
Sorry, I'm opening Pokemon packs.
In person?
No, I wish. Cameron convinced me to download the app of like the TGI card game and whatnot. And after I downloaded it, every ad I keep getting on YouTube is for this app, and I'm like, buddy, you don't have to market it to me anymore. I have it. there's no need. The transaction's over.
Getting ads? Couldn't be me.
Want a break from the ads? If you tap now. But yeah, wait.
Yeah, I kind of fell into that, and I'm paying for premium now.
It's okay. Alright, guys, I'll be doing the outro for this episode, but Lego was nice enough to send over a script layout. So let me grab it real quick. Okay. Okay, it says to Tell them to like, comment, and okay, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more stuff. Okay, what's step 2? Okay. Talk about the end card with playlist and last upload. Okay, so on screen is a playlist of all the other Wattpad book coverings I've done in the past. Some with Lego and some with like Jolene and Sage and Honey, so check them out. And also on screen is the last Wattpad book covering that was uploaded. So if you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Okay, what's step 3? Okay, thank guests. Thank you, Lego, for joining. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You know, I love supporting small businesses.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, speaking of small businesses, because it's going to be out by now, you should go to my Etsy. That's in the description.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add that to your list.
Oh shit, I'll just add it as an end note.
Yeah, do your shameless self-promotion.
Yeah, end note, self-promotion. Okay, yeah, you guys should go buy all my box playmats that I'm putting up and some of my YouTuber merch. Please and thank you.
Hey, maybe it's already sold out by the time you're watching this.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll probably buy more. Okay, what else was on this list? Do outro and say goodbye. Okay. Oh, wait, I missed a note. Ask guests if they have any last thoughts. Lego, do you have any final thoughts?
Capitalism.
Okay. Well, anyway, my name is Phoenix. That was Lego.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Some really good scripts.
Yeah.